Welcome back to Captain of Industry. This is episode 41, where last time we built this wonderful CO2 and exhaust scrubbing area here, as you can see here. And it's not yet fully built. I will not build it fully yet because it's probably a little bit too much, a little bit too big. But yeah, we built this. We are still struggling somewhat with graphite because we cannot actually get enough CO2 in here. Maybe we'll have to supplement it with burning some more wood and stuff. But for now, I think it should be fine, or we will figure it out in this episode. We also still have this large wood area. Now, as you can see over there, there is our island. And I want to start today. I'm not sure how far we'll get. But I would like to have that island as like bricks construction or concrete production. And of course that also needs wood to make some construction parts. So eventually I would like to have this island as like the construction hub. What that would mean is that we need some more space here, but we can also start to design some iron blueprints maybe. And yeah, I already started to dig up a little bit of this island here. As you can see, they are working here if I press play. And yeah, we'll see how far we get. Yeah, first of all, before I actually start, I just want to say thank you for all the support on the series I got, and also over on Patreon. And yeah, thanks a lot that you are supporting me there. I really appreciate it. I know it's not something everyone can do. What everyone can do is leave a like on this video, and I would of course also really appreciate that. Now let's, as always, watch and see what actually are the current problems. I did play in between episodes a little bit. I mainly added some small pipes for some more better water distribution. I did some more terraforming over there, as I said. Maybe, oh yeah, I also brought some more vehicles over to this island, so the terraforming goes a little bit quicker. I started to pile up some dirt because I'm not yet sure how I will handle this area or those areas here. I know that here there's gonna be the construction parts and also concrete factory, and maybe up here some wood farming area, because I would kinda prefer this to not be wood area. I would kinda prefer this island to be some more production. Maybe we'll leave this here, but just for the construction parts, I don't want to bring wood from here over here to then bring the construction parts back. I think I would like to be able to belt them, and I would just want to make this island a very clean area. Also on this island we do have quartz, a lot of it. We also do have a lot of quartz still here, and I would like to first use this one here. Quartz is used mainly to make sand, if I'm correct. Yes, it's made to make sand, which we will need for concrete. So that is kinda a very good place to actually build concrete, because we do have sand, we do have the quartz here, we also do have a limestone here. I will build it, or I will try to design the system so that we can actually, let me do this so we can get rid of the fog. I will do this so that we can first train everything in, or that we can train everything in and out. But also we can of course use this one. I would also kind of like to dig this stuff out here, and we'll have to think about what we do here with this, or if we even are gonna connect this up. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm for sure gonna, well, not sure what we will do here yet. I think this one will go up to here. So this will make a square island at some point, but I don't know yet what we are gonna do with all this area here. But yes, a lot of sand we can use to make some concrete Then we can use the quartz after. We do have coal here, which we can tap into eventually. We also do have some more copper, because those are the next things that will run out. We still do have some iron in here. If we look at this, yes, there's still... Can I mining dumping? Yes, so there's still some iron in here, some coal in here. I'm also actively using that. Coal we don't need that much anymore actually, because we stopped producing steel with coal. But yeah, next thing also will be gold, but that should work quite well. We also do have water on site, which is very good, because this is our concrete plant so far. It's not bad at all. It's not bad. But yeah, there's gonna be... yeah, we can make this better. We can use the gas kiln. There's a lot of things we can do with this. Also, because it will use fuel gas, I think I will start on trading, on putting the trading area here, or we will just train it in from over there. I'm not yet sure how we will do that with the fuel gas, but it should be fine. What we definitely should work on is getting this area here free. If we look, there's not really something in the way. This can be moved, this can be moved. This is construction, which we are actually working on to get to. So construction parts are here. Also concrete we are working on. Then this whole thing to make vehicle parts, I'm mainly keeping this large storage to be able to make a lot of vehicles, of course, but we cannot really have more vehicles at the moment. Trains also use them, I think, but still, I don't really need that much vehicle parts. But there's a contract for coal. It's just kind of emergency. Yeah, glass needs to be... that's the only glass production we have at this point, so that will need rebuilding too. And then we can bring this train line all the way over here, make a turn. We'll have to think about how we are gonna handle this. I'm also thinking about expanding the shoreline here a little and build the bridge a little more to this side. I will have to see how we are gonna do this, because we at this point cannot connect it up to a train. But yeah, we want to get this area free, and what I think we should do first is see how much construction parts we will need, and then based on that we will try to get all the rest going. So if we look at construction parts, we do have the first tier, which as you can see can be produced from steel, but it can also be produced from iron. Now I think, and that is is just a thought, and it's kind of also a decision. We will probably be better off using the iron, because on this map we do have a lot of concrete, or we can make a lot of concrete. We do have a lot of if we look at the concrete recipe, we do have a lot of limestone, which we actually, which we need for cement. We do have a lot of limestone. Oh, you can do this with hydrogen. This is amazing. And it makes depleted steam, which is even more amazing than CO2. We can try to make a combined system, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, but yeah, we do have a lot of limestone on this map. It's actually very much limestone if we look over here and over here. And we also do have a lot of quartz and sand. At least it will take a while until it runs out, and until then we can put up contracts. Now, that is why I'm probably gonna be using the iron, because iron is the most precious resource on this map. It's also, if we look at the trades that we can get, we will never trade for wood, I think. But if we look at iron, it's probably also the most expensive trade. If we now look at, can we trade, yeah, for example, this one. This is actually construction parts. Not sure if this one exactly is worth it. Well, actually, there's not a lot of good limestone, but you need limestone anyway. So I think I'm gonna go with iron. With an iron setup, just because it feels much more efficient, or it is much more iron efficient. Well, it's actually not a lot, but we will go with this one. Actually, didn't use assembly fours. Do they need? Yeah, they need computing. So we could plan with them and not build them yet. There's also some other stuff coming soon. We do have robotic assembly, which is actually the last one. So yeah, robotic assembly. Is it again double the amount that concrete can do? Double the amount that this one can do, right? So if we take this and we go back down, it's half. And if we go back down again, it's half again. 9, 18, 36. So I think the next tier should also again be double. Which is a lot of in and outputs. For the robotic. I don't think I want to go with robotic because I'm also planning the whole city for a lot of population, so I'm fine with sustaining population. I'm against doing everything with AI. No, but we'll see. I think I'm not gonna go with this one. We can always we'll go with you. And what I thought would be nice is to have maybe, let's actually calculate that. If we have 2, so basically if we look at those recipes, we are making 2. They use computing, but they don't use a lot of computing. So I think we are fine with. Oh, they are expensive. And we do have space. That is not really a problem. Wait, let me compare. So you use 8 workers, you only use 2. And you're double, so it's 16 against 2 workers. That is actually kinda an interesting one. It also uses maintenance 2 while you use maintenance 1. With maintenance 1 being the electronics 1 instead of electronics 2. Now this gets interesting. A lot of trade-offs, I think. I think we will design the ratios for this one, but we'll build it for now with this one. Well, we will not build anything today, probably. Yeah, but what I will do is I will at least put in a train line just like this here. I think that will be the smartest thing to do. And then we'll have one station here. Or we'll keep this area for stackers or whatever train stuff we need. And that would also be possible. Medical supplies are low. That's because oh no, I just put it here so I know that it filled up again, which happened right now, which is good. Filter media is also good again. It didn't get rock after I moved it, so yes, but now that is sorted out. And silicon, the problem there is graphite, but it should be sorted out too now. We should see more graphite coming in, so that is fine. Also, the train unloading works pretty much beautifully. I think we are good there. Yeah, so let's go back. I think I'm gonna go with blueprint and trains, and as always, those are on Patreon for Patreon supporters. Straights, and we'll go with a straight double, and we'll take you. And I think I actually want to keep this one, and if we actually keep this one, I think we could actually make a station for dirt here, just to keep like a, I don't know, I think that would be a kind of cool idea. I'm just not sure how to. Yeah, we'll have to make sure when we dig it up that there's still. I think I will leave space. How big is this area? Well, we have to move stuff around anyway. So what I think I will do. Okay, we have to think about a lot of things here. I think I will just build the actual assembly for the construction parts, and we'll build it with those in the blueprint and then downscale them. So I think I want to have two of every construction part. That is expensive. Well, yes, I would like 2 of every construction part that can output simultaneously. So we have this one, then we have you. That is expensive. That's a lot of copper. But yes, we'll not build all of this, and then we'll have 2, and we'll probably have to, or not probably, we have to definitely up the scale of this project here a lot. And now so you are red ones. So we'll have you. Is there another one coming? No, right? It's just the maintenance 3, but there's no other construction. Yes. Okay, so this is construction. So I want to have 2 of those. Now let's just see what we actually need to support this one. We need 12 each. You are making 12. So we need 2 of those each. And then for each one of you, we need 1 of you. Is this actually the right ratio already? And you are 48. Oh, that is perfect. Okay. So that is what we need. And then I would like to have, of course, 2 of you, because I want to be able to output them simultaneously. It's probably overkill. Oh, that will need a lot of stuff. That would mean this. Let's see if that is even realistic. Is that more than a full belt? If we look at the concrete slabs, this is this is 8 times 48. No, not 3 times. 8 times 48. This is 380 concrete slabs. Now let's see concrete. Okay, no, that is possible. I think that means that's one concrete mixer 3. That will use a lot of sand or manufactured sand. That is a lot of. Okay, yeah, but that's possible. That's 1 concrete mixer per one of those. And a lot of wood, of course, but that is not a problem. And a lot of iron. Let's actually see. If we would use steel, that would be 8 times 24, if I recall correctly, right? That would be 190. That's actually, I think, what we can make here. Yes, that is pretty much one of those setups. So let's see how a setup would look like to make that much iron. Well, maybe also let's maybe also think about how we would. Do we need to transport construction parts around on our island? I'm generally not sure. We should probably have a train that is just bringing some construction parts wherever we need it. But that's probably just one station, right? Do I want to build here? Let's just not care where we are building. Let's just put all the buildings down for the large construction island, or as much as we get to in one episode. So that would mean just for these construction parts, we need 8 of those. Am I right? You are making, so this one is making 24, and if we scale this one down, you're also making 24. So that is good. So we need one of you. You don't need, you just need a lot of workers and a lot of power. Okay. So we need to have one of you. Can we do something like this? And then can you drag and drop those? No, you cannot. Interesting. Okay, so we need 8 of those. And we'll of course also have to think about what else need concrete slabs. But it's actually not a lot more. It's just rail parts. And rail parts you can pretty much feed off the excess of this production. So I would probably just maybe put one more dependent on the ratios here. If we look at crushed slag here, let's enable all recipes. I don't know in which. So if we look at this, that needs a lot of gravel. So 36 and 36 times 8 is 288, and times 9. So we could probably just saturate. Yeah, just do one more or something. Okay, but that is fine. So we need 1, and then I would say, how much rail parts do you really need? Is there nothing else you need concrete slabs for? That is impressive. I thought you need concrete slabs for a lot more, but I think I will go with like 2 more, because then we can also pave the areas. So that's 360. That also kind of works with the belts, because we do have, we're over 200 anyway. So, but we'll have to see about this one, because yeah. So that would just go into extra storage. On the other hand, will this run forever? Let's leave them there, and let's just keep looking what we need. So we need 36 iron, and if we look at iron production, you make it in a metal caster and you make 24 for each, and we need 36 times 8, that is 288. 288 divided by 24 is 12. So we need 12 of those, and I have no idea how we need to stack them. I'm just gonna lay them out. So this should be 12. You take 24 molten iron. So molten iron, 40. We can take the blast furnace. Are we gonna go with arc furnaces again? I think we should, right? Now, is there a difference between the inputs of our steel blueprint and our... I don't think so. Wait, if we take the blueprint, let's see. Blueprint, and then there's the steel. Do we want to have recycling in here too, or no? Yeah, let's just do it with recycling. Okay, so you are gonna make... Is this gonna be enough? Oh yeah, this is gonna be more than we need. What did we just say? We need 12. 2, 4. So we need something like this setup here, if I'm right. And then we can take you away. Yeah, we'll have to rebuild this a little, but if you are making... You're taking molten iron, and then... Oh, no. That doesn't work, because this blueprint is doing other stuff. So we actually need to rebuild this whole thing. So we'll take you... We'll make 12 out of this. And iron is only used in construction parts and not in mechanical parts for our part. It is also used in those, if I'm correct. Yes, but we will definitely handle this with overflow, and there would even be the quick trade to get some iron from steel, I think. Yes. So we are not gonna worry about making more than we need to feed this thing. We can also just let half of it run. That is fine. Okay, so metal caster, and we said we are gonna do it with the arc furnace too, because that means we have 1, 2. I need to see how we are gonna do this. We need to rotate it, and we just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which then means we have 12, and this gives out 48, and you take in 48. So that should be fine, and they will not run that much. So something like this, we'll have to figure all of this out. So this takes in limestone, graphite. Maybe we should just do some storages. So this will again... How much... Oh yeah, how much crushing power do we need? How much are you? You are 1... So we have 6 times 48. That's 288. So we need one of those, and probably some more crushing for probably 1 or 2 more. So 288. We need 288. So 192 plus 32 plus 32 plus 32. So we could do something like this, and that would exactly work. This needs 6 people and 750 kilowatts. This needs 6 people and 1 megawatt. So we are actually better off doing it like this, which is kind of funny. So yeah, we'll need this for this. Then we need some graphite coming in. Do they not need water? Oh yeah, only those need water. But this is a self-sufficient system, basically, I think. Well, of course, we need to feed some more water in, but that's not going to be a problem, because we also need... No, we don't actually need a lot of water. For the concrete, we need some water, so we'll have to deal with getting water anyway. Yeah, and then they need graphite, limestone, so this will make our iron, basically. Those are the buildings that will make our iron. Then we are fine on iron. Then we need wood, which is just forestry, and some concrete slabs, which we are getting from this. Now, I really want to do this. I want to get 10 of those going. I will just rotate them around real quick. Okay, so you need cement. You need 6 cement. How do you make cement? Basically, we take this one, and we probably want to also take this one, but on the... Oh, this is not really ideal, because CO2 and steam comes out at the same place, and I'm scared. I don't think we'll use fuel gas. Oh wait, it doesn't make any sense to go with... No, it does not make sense to convert it into hydrogen. Use a lot of power and workers. This is not a 1-to-1. And we can extract the CO2 beforehand in a centralized area. And we need hydrogen at the plant anyway for the trains. I actually think... This could sound stupid, but I actually think I'm gonna go with hydrogen for the sole purpose... For hydrogen? For the sole purpose of not having to deal with the CO2 on this island, because CO2 is over there. And yeah, it's very close to the same efficiency. Okay, so 6, so this makes 6. So we need 1 each, so we need 10. That should be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is a lot of concrete. Okay, and they need a lot of limestone and a lot of hydrogen. So that's it. And yeah, now we need that stuff, which is gonna be interesting. Let's see, this is gonna be interesting. So we need manufactured sand or normal sand. We're first gonna use, because sand you don't really use for, oh, you use sand for a lot of other things. But we will not be able to sustain. Oh no, that's why we got the quartz, because we actually need to use sand. Well, we can take manufactured sand. It doesn't really matter which one we use. We need to produce gravel anyway, or crushed slag. So let's just think what we would need if we go fully on manufactured sand and gravel. So if we do both, let's just calculate it for both. Or for the crushed slag. So it's 36 anyway, and it's 12 anyway. So we will just do a bypass for sand, basically. So we need 120 manufactured sand. Let's take you again. And let's just look into you. So we need gravel. How much gravel do we need? We need 360 gravel. And this is a 1-to-1, and this is a 1-to-1. Everything here is a 1-to-1. So if we go with, oh no, but the gravel is another recipe than the slag. So slag will always be fine. So we have to think about manufactured sand, right? No, if we calculate for gravel, that's fine. So we need 36. So 36, just 360 would mean we need 360 gravel minus 144, that's a lot of stone, by the way, minus 144. That means 72. But we also have manufactured sand, 120, which is, to get 120 we would need, okay, let's keep 72. 120 minus divided by probably 3, basically. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 that make manufactured sand or crush normal sand. Is that also the same? No, that is even another one. Oh no, this is well, but we are fine with basically 3 that do the gravel crushing, which means we have 3 times. Oh yeah, so we can calculate it like that. 3 times 144 minus, so 432 minus, what do we need? We need 360. 360. That means we have 72 left. Yeah, that means we have 72 gravel left, and 72 gravel make makes 72 manufactured sand, but we need 120. Okay, yeah, we'll figure this out. So basically something like this, and then probably we'll need some smaller ones to balance it out. I will have to do the math off cam. This is very hilarious. Something like this should work. And then it of course needs a lot of water, but then we should be fine. Now it's just the question of putting all of this together. And of course we also need electronics. We also need steel. And we also need electronics too. Oh, we need steel here too. 12 times 4. What I'm thinking, wait, 12 times 4. What if we just... Let's take parts of this here and see what happened here, or how many of those we would need. 12 times 4 means this would be enough, which is also, interestingly, is the same recipe here. And then we just need oxygen, but we can get that from an air, from an oxygen separator, from an air separator. It will, oh, this will make a lot of, this generally will make a lot of exhaust again. Can you actually, wait, that would be probably stupid, but can you train exhaust? Oh, I thought it, okay. I'll have to look into this if you could maybe do some buggy things to get it around. That means, kinda, we should put this production over here. It would really be smart, but we can build it here and then just plan to train the steel and iron in. Because I really don't want to deal with slag and exhaust here, because also slag will go into the docks to get sour water, which we also will need there, all the sulfur, probably. Yeah, but we'll think about it here. So this should be, wait, so this will make the steel. There's electronics here, which we will probably, wait, electronics 1. They just need a shit ton of copper and a lot of rubber. So I guess we'll build that over there. We'll see where we get that many electronics. That is a lot of electronics, actually. Yeah, we really have to. Yeah, this will become a problem, but that's fine. Construction parts and those electronics will not be built here. So I think this one will actually go somewhere else. So we will have to build a unit to do this here. But it kind of would also make sense to just have it here. Let me figure something out. Okay, this took a while. I'm not sure if I like it. So the plan would be to, wherever this bridge is, it's gonna be somewhere like here. If we look at the mining designations, yeah, it will go somewhere like here. Maybe I will actually move it a few tiles, put it here, or I actually will put it here and bring it over like this. But then the trains are coming like this, coming in here. And why did you get built? That's weird. So the trains are coming on a rail around here. You are gonna be a little lost there, I'm sorry. Yeah, so they are coming in here, and then they can choose any of those stations for loading coal, for example, for unloading electronics, for unloading steel, for unloading electronics too. This is probably gonna be electronics too. This is a pretty... Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the right way of doing this. I couldn't actually place the bridge, which I also put in place to go here. I couldn't actually place it any differently. I would maybe have moved it a little bit to this side so we can put some smaller stations in here. Maybe I have to try to do this again, but it really just didn't want to work. If it now worked, I'm gonna be mad. Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah, we could also do something like this, of course. No, but then this thing is gonna... The thing is, I need to have a few train stations here. If this is... wait, if this is the length of a train... or the longest train that we are gonna use on the system... I would like to have one, and I would like to have 2 or 3 stations which can fit 3 trains. 3, this here, this here, this here, and then you. I could maybe push it a little bit more into this side, because why do I want to have 3 trains being able to go there? I don't know. It's probably again overkill. But also we don't really need that many things to come here. We need... Wait, I decided to not put this here. This is stupid. I will put this on the mainland. So we will have iron coming here. Lots of iron, lots of wood, lots of concrete. That's what these 3 are gonna be. Because I maybe will have some space to do some trees, but in general I just want to be able to put them here. If not, if we will do the forestry here, then this is actually going to be a loading station for wood, because then I will remove this, or I will try to remove it. We'll see. We'll have to see how the space on this island is. I will remove this and actually train some wood in here, or all excess wood I would also like to train out to trade for corn, which is probably gonna happen over here. Maybe we'll see how this goes. I just want to have lots of train stations here, which can handle all that stuff. This one is probably gonna be the hydrogen, because that's probably what we need the least of. It's only 6 hydrogen, and electronics 2 will also go here. Well, this station is kind of overkill for electronics, but even yeah, it's gonna be fine. I just want to have some space here and some... Yeah, I can still rebuild things. I could also do something like... Wait, do something like this. And then just do this, basically. Then we will keep this space here, but I can always change that. And so this is probably the largest blueprint we will need. And as I said, this is gonna be iron, wood, and the brick. No, the bricks don't need to go here. Wait, it's gonna be iron and wood, or wood loading. That's fine. Then there's gonna be electronics. There's gonna be electronics 2. And there's gonna be... Oh yeah, stone is also a big thing, because I don't think long term we can get enough stone here. So we'll have to get it from somewhere else. And yeah. And maybe even some water. Training water in seems stupid. We can get it from the... Yeah, we don't know what we are going to do here, and we have a station here where we can get all that stuff. I think that's fine. Okay, and I do have to say, or I can say what I want to do here. It's probably a waste of space and resources, but yeah. Also I also would really like to have hydrogen production here. Probably down here. There's going to be lots of space here. And I wouldn't, if there's the dumping area here, I wouldn't have something against doing some trading for corn over here and refining it, something like this. Even though we said we want to have all of them at the same place, I don't know if it needs to be like that. Let's also get rid of those mining designations. They are very weird. I also plan on building these stations so that we can import sand and everything here. Yeah, it's we can just assign them dynamically to whatever we need. And yes, it's probably overkill, but rather build too big than too small if it's like something that will, like, I will not change this build forever in this game. So I think it's a good thing to have enough. Now, how do we get this all of this connected? I think what we will do is we will put one storage here. That's important to get that one assigned, and then we'll probably bring all the belts out here and along here, because there's no street gonna be here. The street is gonna go from whichever bridge. It's gonna go along here, over here, and we are gonna have one large street here. I could actually put that in. Something like this. We'll just take you, and I should not have taken the ground stuff there, but that's fine. Collision with straight, something like this, and then we'll have you. Nope. Something like this. Let's see. And then we'll have you here, and yeah, we'll have to do some no stop stuff, and that's gonna happen. And then you are gonna be this direction. We'll have you here. So we'll have a street going here and over the bridge, but it's only for the small vehicles anyway. I'm actually thinking about putting a small one in here because, yeah. Also something, we should have island names for the island or region names. So if you have any ideas, leave them down in the comments. Yeah, so then the street will probably go along here. I could actually put just some tiles in like this. So there's gonna be a street going along here. There's gonna be some street thing going on here. I will make it nice and diagonal, but that's gonna take way too much time. I can do that while watching YouTube. I don't need to do this while recording. And then we'll have the street going along here and onto the bridge. So that's the plan. Then here, not really anything needed. What I also thought, we cannot refuel here. So what I actually thought is a refuel station. No, we cannot. Well, actually, if we would leave it like this, we could do something like this. Or like we could go diagonal, merge to the line, and have a refuel station here. That could be fun. That could be a good way of doing things. I don't know. So then we'll probably want to have a street on this side of the track too, right? Well, actually the street... Well, we want to have a street... I'm just thinking, I think here something will go. So we'll have a street like going like this and going like this, and then over here, over the track. And here's going to be a crossing which brings a track maybe over here. So yeah, this is the space where we are going to build this, where we are going to build the whole thing. So what did we say needs to go here for sure? The iron. So let's just build the iron. Let's just think about how to do this. So I want to have a large storage, but that's gonna be the only place, I think. We'll have to see with the train sizes and stuff. But that's going to be the only place where iron is needed. And iron is only going here. So 1 belt is actually enough, which is funny, but still. And what I'm also going to do, if I put all the modules in, it's going to cost me a little bit more. But we can actually have a train limit of 3. If I only do the last 2, just like I did here, that is pretty efficient. But then we can only have a train limit of 2 because it will stand basically here and the next one can... I don't know yet. But what I know is that basically there's never gonna be more stuff needed than 8 times 33. 8 times 33. Or actually, no, we'll never scale this up more. So there's never going to be more throughput than 288. So technically, it would be enough here to just put 1 belt going like this. That would be enough. And then we probably... Yeah, and then we probably want to... Well, we would probably want to have it here. So then it would be like something like this. Wait, let's build a minimal thing. And I just notice how overbuilt this is. Okay, but where is it? The unit module. And it's gonna be those 2. So I think we want at least 2. And then basically they have a sharing rate between each other of 400, and we only need, what did we say, how much did we need? So and we only need 200, so that should be enough to keep the storage full. Yes, I think we're gonna do it like this. So you are gonna be iron. I'm actually thinking if the longest one should be iron, but probably, right? Iron and wood. I think that is the smartest way of doing this. Or, or stone, actually. Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe we should actually put stone here, because this thing will eat a lot of stone. We'll actually do this, and then this is kind of stupid. Okay, so we'll take you away. We'll take this one. No, they are the same size. So it's not that stupid. So we will actually put that here. And if we want to make this into a loading station, we can just turn the storage, turn all the belts, and that's going to be fine. So we'll have you unload iron, and then we take you and we bring it in here, and that should technically be all we need. And then we just copy you over. So that should technically be all we need. I'm actually even thinking if we need this module. I think for now we are good. So this will be iron. Now, for the other stuff, we'll need much more throughput, I think. At least for the gravel, we will need... Well, the belts are huge. 450 is huge. I'm overbuilding stuff here massively. But then we'll take basically you, and we'll bring you over here. No, actually, let's build with flat lifts here. So we'll take... Can we do this? And we go to this height, maybe? Max height. Or do we not even need this? Wait, how many are it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we probably want to do something like this. And then have the... Yeah, well, I have to figure out what needs to go here first. So... Yeah, we next time we need to actually finish this. Or maybe I should just try and put it together and report back. We still got a little time in the episode. And I will also start to actually build those much cleaner assembler layouts, because yeah, this is something we'll never ever take down again. So we will never take this down again, so why not build it nice, right? Let's actually take a little bigger one, something like this. Now, still not copy pastable, is it? Can we? Let's see. Okay, this seems to work. And then we just take you, and you away, and you away. So this should work, and then we can just basically copy this over, right? Oh, and they only need 2. So we can actually get rid of this one. And okay, why is it not taking the whole belt? I don't know why I cannot mark the whole belt. And we'll do something like this. And then you are gonna be same here. And yes, we should also move this one a little closer to this one and take you away, and then we'll take you and we'll have you in here. Now, how is this gonna work? Basically, I want to be able to use all capacity. Can we get rid of those designations? This is oh, maybe not of those. We maybe want to keep working on that stuff. Let's actually run the game. Maybe not on highest speed, but yeah, just to get this terraforming done. Now, how do we prioritize this? Basically, I would love if it always produces all of them if everything is needed. But if something is not needed, it basically... No, that's not needed. Okay, wait. So we could... Technically, we could do something like... Wait, can we... Let's think about this. So this is 48, so this is also one of those belts. Wait, so snapping. And if we take you... Wait, can we just do this? F. And bring this one over here. And then just take one of you. And connect it everywhere. Then this should, in theory, put all the parts into this direction. So if this is not needed, but I wanna, yes, that's the thing. I wanna cut this in here, take a balancer and tell it this is gonna be output priority. This is this one. And you are actually gonna be like this. Can we build that? Is that possible like that? And you, and actually we'll turn around, so we'll connect. Oh, this is a little bit annoying, but we can do something like this. And we'll rotate you around, and you, and this didn't take all of them, So this is going to be a little annoying. I will rotate those around, and I will do the same for all of that stuff. Okay, something like this. I hope I used the right belts everywhere. I'm not confident that I did, but this is also going to be a blueprint available to Patreon supporters. Go check it out if that's something you would like to have. Okay. But then we will have the parts here. Maybe I'm actually gonna do this. Maybe. But yeah. And also what I will do now, because I don't need that many, I will go with an assembly 3. But it is built so you can have assembly 4s there. So that is something I will do. So I will take you, and I will put you somewhere later. For now, I'm just gonna put you down here. Yeah. This is not gonna be a great thumbnail, but yeah, some plans, right? Some plans for construction parts. And I think that's also it for this episode. This took a long time to design and stuff, and yes, I'm still very busy. I hope I can keep the daily uploads. I will try to, and I hope you are enjoying the content. If you are, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. Or if that's something for you, you can check out Patreon. And we are gonna see each other in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.